So most people think that they know their family because they spend time with them. Spending time with somebody does not guarantee that you know the person. The fact that you know what somebody does, you know their career, you know their routine, you even know their fears, doesn't necessarily mean you know them. In this particular video, I am going to tell you what's the difference between knowing somebody and knowing about the person, because we live with our family members and we have a delusion that the fact that we grew together means we know each other, but it's not true. So join me on this journey while I tell you some of the myths about knowing about people and knowing somebody. This is episode 1 of Knowing My Family Members. Let's move straight into the video. Hello there, my name is Oppong-Mensah. I'm a Christian content creator, mainly focusing on parenting and how to uplift family values. Also helping young Christian adults who have built resentment against their parents heal it and build a stronger family bond. If today is the first time you're watching any video of mine, this is an invitation to you to join the family of Kingdom Children. And then if today is the second, fourth, fifth time you are watching any video of mine, please hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to hit the like button to be a super fan. And then comment in the comment section something you wish will be added to this video or something that you learned from this video to be a premium fan. Let's move straight into the topic of today. So basically, as I was saying earlier, because we grow up together, a lot of us think that we know each other. This is the first myth that happens to a lot of family members, and that is familiarity creates an illusion of knowing. Like we begin to feel like I know my sibling because I know their routine, I know their favorite food, and I even know their career pattern. That does not necessarily mean that you know the person, because the person goes beyond just those kind of things. You know what they do and not why they do it, and you will be surprised that if you are supposed to sit down to write an essay of your sibling with your sibling's best friend, they will beat you to the game. And that is not because they are more related to them than you are. It's just because you have not done certain things that I'll be explaining in subsequent episodes. So watch out for those things. Number 2, what families do not know is that you can literally know of somebody and not know the person. The fact that you know of me doesn't necessarily mean that you know me. Some of my viewers and subscribers actually know me in person, and some people have never actually met me before. So the fact that you know of me because of what I do, you cannot completely assume that you know me. Now, with our siblings, we are caught up in a trap that because we know of them, we know their favorite food, we know their favorite color, we know their careers, we know their fears, even sometimes we know their struggles. It doesn't necessarily mean that you know the person. Now, I know this video is quite confusing because all these things I have mentioned should have made you know the person, because we know people, some say, from their pain, but that's not necessarily true. You should be able to know fact versus feelings. That is the fact that the person's birthday, person's favorite color, person's favorite food, those things are facts. Now the feelings behind those things, how do the people feel on their birthday? You say, how will I know that? It comes from a question, and I'm going to teach you that in the next episode of this video. So don't forget to watch the next episode of Knowing Your Family. Let's move to point number 3. True knowledge is about heart connection and not just physical attachment. So you ask yourself, when was the last time you were able to have a deep conversation with your sibling? Some of us cannot even stare in our sibling's face to tell them a heart-filled truth. It's very difficult because these are people we've become familiar with. These are people we've known over time. We do not even trust them as much as we trust our best friends who are not bloodly related to us. It's sometimes scary for me to find out that people are willing to snitch on their family to keep their friends. It's scary, but it's true. And it's only because we do not value our family members.